Hey guys, Dan here from Night Watchers Paranormal Australia, and today I bring you, yes you, a new video that I'm actually going to react to from Paracult. These guys are an up and coming channel on YouTube, so be sure to go check them out in the description, click on the link and give them some love, subscribe to their channel, they rock. So guys, we're reacting today to a video called We Were Followed All Night, Werribee Park Homestead, Real Paranormal Activity. So go check this video out guys, today I'm reacting to it and let's see how we go. Here we go.
What's going on, Paracultists? We are investigating Werribee Park.
No way.
Please be careful here.
Dude.
Hey!
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Was he touched?
Whoa!
Oh, again!
Jesus, we've been talking about it all night. We think that someone's been following us since we got here. No word of a lie.
We are Paracults. I love that.
Where we're at the moment, this is the men's area. So the workers that would have worked here would have come here for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and also a place just to hang out. Just going to set up some equipment and then we'll get started. Don't worry, that's just calibrating.
Calibrating.
Hey, shout out to Shannon from Think Lab Design. They're using his gear. So this stuff's awesome equipment. You should check it out. I'll put a link in the description to the website where you can get the equipment.
I think it's calibrating still.
No, it only calibrates once.
No, because it calibrated twice when we're over there.
Ooh, Andrea.
Things set up as well that might be foreign to you.
I love him.
Don't worry about it, it's completely fine. It's not going to hurt you, they're not made to hurt you. These are things that have been created to talk to you. Yeah, so that thing, it lights up red and green. Green for yes, and red for no. Do you want to try the other side for me? Yes? I'm actually going to stand away from it, so that happens.
I'll prove I'm here.
Whoa, that just how prove I'm here?
Yep. If you can.
Hey, that's the Spirit Talker. Let us know in the comments if you guys have used the Spirit Talker app. I only just downloaded it last night. I'm going to start using it to see how it goes. But you guys know how I am with apps. Like, I use them, but I always look for the intelligent responses. So that's what I'm always looking for. So I've seen other channels using it, and they tend to get a lot of cool, intelligent responses. So I'm going to check it out and see how I go with it too. But let us know in the comments if you've used it and what you think of it.
Improve us. Can you turn that green light to red?
How are you feeling here?
Bit of mixture of happy and kind of a little bit sad. Yeah, it's kind of bouncing in between.
Green.
Green. Thank you very much. You want to turn it red? It'll be very nice for us.
We have another device in the other room set up on the table toward the left. It's a music box that will play music for you. So, just to introduce ourselves, my name is Jayden, and this is my friend Bowley. We just wanted to have a conversation with you if that's okay. Could you make some noise for us if that's okay? No? The energy's starting to rise, you can feel it. Apparition. Do you reckon you can walk up to this blue light right next to me that's in the shape of a coffin and...
Wow.
No way. No way that just said coffin. Feel free to walk up to it and let us know you are here.
Now, I've always wondered that with apps, right? Like, that was a pretty intelligent response to come out of the Spirit Talker. But they're an app and they're on the phone. So is the app listening to words that we say and it's just repeating back what we've said? Or is it a spirit actually talking through it? Who knows? I mean, like, I usually use these apps on airplane mode, you know, so that way it doesn't get any internet and interference, things like that. So I don't know if these guys were using it with the airplane mode on. I don't even know if the app will work with the airplane mode on. I don't know. I've got to check it out. But I've only just downloaded it last night, so I'll wait and see how it goes. But that's pretty cool. Coffin.
Freaking out. That was the most amazing thing.
Oh my god.
It's so hard to get them to get that rempod to go off, man.
Oh, you really like that green light, don't you? You've set it off a couple of times now.
It's hot here.
So, my name's Rachel.
My name's Sky.
Hello.
And we've got some things with us here today to try and communicate with you. So,
I'm glad you're here.
thank you. We're glad that you're happy to have us here. It's very nice that you've let us come into your place. Are you forgetting what it's called?
I like when videos have like areas that have reflections in them, because you'll find a lot of things actually happen in reflections rather than in the camera. So as you can see behind them there is something that's reflective, and that'll be picking up something that's on the other side of the camera here. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they can get something in there. Don't know yet, we'll have to look.
A thingy over here. Not that you care because you wouldn't know.
I'm not playing.
You're not playing? Okay, well that's a bit sad because we brought these things for you to play with us. But if you don't want to play with them, you're more than welcome to talk to us.
I hate what I did.
Okay, what did you do?
Affair.
Whoa, what?
Oh,
Scandalous, okay.
okay.
That's
Did he say that the guy that lived here got his maid pregnant?
was that an intelligent response or just coincidental? Who knows? But that's pretty cool. Affair. And it says here, there was an affair that took place in the homestead. So that there is pretty intelligent. Like that's, you know, that's pretty, pretty cool.
It was a nurse or something.
I'm not sure, I think it might have been the maid, but then he said something about the nurse, but I'm unsure.
Attic.
Do you think there's...
Knock.
Do you want to knock for us?
Static or attic? Static. Oh, a couple of taps there. And again.
That's why I'm like, which one?
Please be careful here.
We will.
Okay, that matched with mortuary.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. K2 activity at the back there.
Nothing else is coming up.
Keep in mind too, guys,
Except
there's no...
location, then, I guess.
A lot of the time there's no power in these places, right? So for a K2 to be going off, and they're not live, this is all pre-filmed. If they were doing a live stream, then you'd have to be cautious at the fact that the live could be setting off the K2, which they do. Only by a certain amount of meters. So usually you've got to have your K2, or your EMF detector set back far enough that it's not going to be picked up by the live stream, because the live stream emits a lot of EMF and radio waves and things like that. So usually a K2 will go into the red when it's sitting near a live stream, but they're not live, so...
Building.
Building.
And they're simultaneous. Both devices are picking something up simultaneously. So this is pretty cool. This is pretty good evidence here. It's a double confirmation.
No way.
Keep this secret.
You want us to keep the secret? Is that about the affair? Maybe?
Yeah.
Or is there something else that you want us to keep secret? I'm wondering if...
Nice to meet you.
Well, it's nice to meet you too. Like, we said our names before, but we can say them again. And we'd like to know your name if you're happy to tell us.
One thing I like about this team already, guys, is the fact that they're respectful. always remain respectful when you go into a place and you do an investigation. It doesn't matter where you are, who you're with, always remain respectful. Don't go emitting negative energy, and because you only get negative back. So, respectful all the way. That's good. I like this.
Little girl.
Hi. Hi. What's your name?
Little girl.
I got the name Rosemary in one of the other buildings earlier on. I'm wondering if that might be you.
Can you help?
Oi.
We can try and help. What would you like help with? Are you wanting to move on?
Yep. Yeah. Distinct. Yep.
Yeah, I heard that too. It's like tapping from the room.
Footsteps.
That's walking.
Yeah.
It's like solid footsteps.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Like coming from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that one of you guys walking from your room to here in the kitchen for some food?
Let's try and do an EVP.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see what happens.
Good. Good move.
During our EVP session, everything in the men's quarters became dead quiet. Glenn being by himself in the stables was also not getting much activity. The girls in the cottage unfortunately were not getting much activity as well. This all happened at the exact same time. So Bailey and I met up with Glenn to head to our next location, and the girls headed to the homestead where they would stay for the rest of the night. But the night was definitely not over.
It's so dark.
I like hearing that.
Yeah. Alright, we're coming in.
Good
Wait, hold on.
boys.
Sorry, I hate to be rude. Let's gotta knock. Can you knock back if that's alright? If we can come in.
Oh.
Did you hear that? It just knocked. Oh, did you hear that? It just knocked. Oh,
I'm hearing that.
It just knocked.
I'm hearing it.
Alright, we're coming in. Holy shit.
Some places just give you that vibe, eh? Like,
Matthew.
Is it Matthew that's walking around the room right now?
There was a fencer that stayed here. His name was McNamara. Do you know who that might be?
good. They know their research. They know some of the history about the place. It's good.
If you need to gain energy, by all means, you can use us, the stuff that we've got in our hands. However you gain energy, you can utilize it.
Ooh.
You hear that? You hear that, right?
Is that me? Or is it footsteps?
That was
100% footsteps.
I felt the ground vibrate as it did it.
I fucking don't know if I'm here.
100% that was footsteps.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh.
Thank you very much. Do you want to go up to any of those lights in the room? Just set one of those off just to let us know that you are around. Thank you very much.
I can hear him again. The footsteps.
That's good.
I can too. Shh.
Knock on the door.
What was that?
Knock on the door.
Was that a knock on the door?
I think it was a knock on the door.
Oh.
Do you want to do that again? Just go knock up on that door for us again.
I just did.
Thank you very much.
Again.
Is it a knock or is it wind? So you have to look at the outside, like what's the environment like? Is there a lot of wind going on? Is there, is it raining? Is it windy? I know that when I was standing outside, you can hear the wind in the microphone. So is it a loose door and it's tapping on the door with the wind? All those sort of things is what I personally would check out. Like I'd get up and go, right, is this door rattling? Does it move just with the wind? Because it could be the wind causing that. It could be a backdraft or something like that causing it to happen. But it does sound like knocks, but so does the door rattling too. I'm not saying it's the door rattling, it could actually be knocks, but that's pretty cool. That is good.
If you're Scottish, bro, you know what?
Irish, Scottish, and English.
There was a lot of Scottish people that did work here. I'm pretty sure that
Wow. Okay.
Thomas Chirnside himself was actually from Scotland.
Okay.
Is that you, Thomas, walking around the room right now?
There we go. See, these things.
Let us know by knocking on that door again.
These things all add up, It's part of
The back of my neck.
It's part of the thing of being an investigator, The difference between a ghost hunter and a paranormal investigator is the paranormal investigator will actually investigate things like the history. You marry it up and go, right, okay, we're getting bang, 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 all these things coming through and they all correlate or they've all got something significant about them that's to do with the history of the place or things like that. A ghost hunter will just go in and just start chasing ghosts and, check it all out and just play with the equipment and, run and scream and things like that. But this is good. These guys have actually done a bit of research and they've seen that things do marry up.
The back of my neck is burning.
The funny thing is the back of his neck's burning, yet he's wearing a hoodie, right? So one, his neck's covered, and two, it's obviously cold enough for him to be wearing a hoodie. So usually the sign of a burning sensation usually is a sign of being marked. I'm not saying he was, but usually a burning sensation is a sign of being marked. Now I'm not saying that there's anything demonic there, or I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that usually the feeling of a burning sensation on the back or the neck or the anywhere really is a sign of being marked. Hopefully not.
Wind.
There is wind.
Wind, right there. So wind. We were just talking about it before about the door rattling. So one, it's pretty cool that it said wind. So I don't know if I don't think that could just be the app spitting any random words out. So is it an entity saying that it was the wind rattling the door before? Or who knows? Who knows?
There is wind, yeah. If you want to, we've set up another
there's wind there.
device in the other room on the table. It's got a metal antenna on it. Do you reckon you could touch that for us if that's okay?
There.
Yeah, there, in there.
I'm very.
Yeah, there, in there. I love the way you did that. That was cool. Spirit Talker, I'm buried down the road. Ooh.
Down the road.
Had that a couple of times. At different locations.
Yeah.
Potentially.
You know what? There's a private cemetery literally buried down the road.
There's also potential that there is someone following us to location, trying to give us a message that.
I just got blame.
The word blame, could that be something relating to the affair that was spoken about before in the cottage? Who knows? So they're all things you've got to sort of piece together, Let's see what they've got to say about that.
There is that potential as well that someone could be
trying to get us a message, and every time we go somewhere, they're trying to get them to let us know.
It always happens on every bit.
Apparition.
Apparition?
No. That did not just say that.
We just got word
Fantastic.
Something's walking in front of my camera.
Yeah. Now, when you hear an investigator say something about the camera going in and out of focus, a lot of these cameras have autofocus on them, right? So, especially in night vision mode. Now, autofocus is when it will detect something in front of it, and the camera will go, well, hang on, I'm trying to focus on that, so I'll try and pull back. But to us, it looks like the whole picture's just going blurry. But to the camera, the technology, it's trying to focus on something that it's detected coming in, like in the foreground of the camera. So we can't see it, but it can. Now, it's not going to try and do that to a bug, because one, a bug is too small for starters, and two, is that usually the speed of them when they're moving around, and we'd see a bug. It wasn't a bug. So I'm not saying it's an entity, but usually that's why investigators will go, it's going in and out of focus. Why? And especially if it's been in focus the whole time and nothing's changed for it to do that. Now, obviously they're sitting in the dark because it's in night vision mode. Now, for it to go in and out of focus like that, one, it'd be doing it all the time if it was trying to adjust to different lighting that's going on. But for it to be focusing like that and trying to adjust, to me, that's a good indicator that something could be there that it's detecting that we can't see.
What do you mean?
It keeps going, focusing and unfocusing.
Albert.
This photograph is quite disturbing.
Hey.
Pictured here is Margaret Chirnside holding her sick and dying son, Albert Chirnside.
Oh.
At the young age of 10 weeks old, Albert tragically lost his life due to gastrointestinal disease that was plaguing all infants around the city of Melbourne in the late 1870s to the very early 1990s. We hope you rest easy, little man, and that you are reunited with your family.
Was this your home? Did you live here? You do have a beautiful home.
Very respectful.
What was that?
Kind of sound like a dog bark.
I'm a child.
Hey.
So did you live here?
Two things.
Is it me or is it all in there?
It's all in there.
Yeah.
It's, you know what? The footsteps that we heard before, it was almost like when that music box went off,
It kind of walked out.
it walked out.
I was conjured.
I was conscious.
Oh god. There's no doubt about it, this place is haunted. I didn't realise how haunted it would be. I genuinely didn't realise how haunted it would be.
Thank you for listening.
You're welcome. Just
We've literally had non-stop activity all night.
since we've gotten here, we did. It's just been amazing. Footsteps again. Yeah. So we would very, very much appreciate it if you could make a really loud.
Carl.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Music box.
Okay.
Footsteps and then that.
Would really appreciate it if you made a really loud bang with your foot on the ground if you can, or move something in here. If you can try and muster up the energy to do that, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Yep.
That was good.
That's a knock.
Thank you.
That's a knock.
We're following you.
That goes back to what you said before.
It does.
What was that?
It does sound like from the fireplace behind you.
Yeah, it's like a tap or something.
Something's in here. They're walking.
Okay, so I've got that device, that music box, alright? Once again, that's Think Lab Design. Shannon, good stuff, man. Now, that music box there, so something's obviously just gone past it. So if it's standing there or something's in front of it not moving, then it'll just continue to play, right? And when it plays just a couple of notes like that, it means something's gone big, past it. It's enough speed for it to detect it dun, dun, as it's gone past. So, and I didn't see anything go past there. And I wouldn't be detecting the guys on the camera back this far.
Yeah, I reckon.
I can see Glenn, he's not moving at all.
Steps.
11.
11.
Him.
Him.
Him?
Yeah.
He's 11.
What's that?
You'd say I'm a child, him, he's 11.
Yeah, see? It all marries up.
Is the child in this room named Paul?
Do you reckon that there is a Paul?
Died.
Whoa!
Died.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be so loud. Do you reckon that there could be a child named Paul who's been following us? Because when we started off in the homestead, we had a lot of childlike energy in there. And
Especially with the yes-no prism going back and
especially with the
forth.
yes-no prism. Yeah, 100%.
There's footsteps in the air now. I keep hearing it and this goes off.
And do you know what? Those footsteps that we heard before, that sounded like really quick footsteps, like how a kid would walk, right?
Oh.
It wasn't, it was like that.
I thought it sounded more like a boot, to be honest.
Yeah, but kids would have worn boots back
True,
then.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying, is that
Yeah, they would have.
the small strides in how long it takes for a child to walk is a lot more quicker than a man's or a woman's. I think there's a kid here.
Do you reckon this was like, what do you reckon this room was? The master room, like, you know, parents' room, or the kids' room?
I don't know, apparently this is a 4-bedroom cottage.
Yeah.
I don't know how they would have situated themselves.
They crammed the
if they
kids
were
together.
living.
It would have been...
Well, if this was a kids' room, they would have stacked at least 2 or 3 kids in here.
There you
Literally,
go. Yeah. That's how they used to do it back then.
Then it was like the parents' room.
This would be the dining. No. This.
Yeah.
This. This.
Yeah. I hear what they're hearing. You got to have these on. If you put these on, you'll hear it. Always, if you can, try and watch this sort of material with headphones, because that's what we do at the start of our episodes. We'll put a little thing up saying, you know, for a better experience, use headphones, because you hear everything a lot clearer. You can hear it all. But yeah, I heard what they were talking about. Especially as you go, shh, you can hear like a kid again, like a high pitched sort of sound.
Did you hear that?
Was that a kid?
Allison.
Oh,
Allison.
is that one of the kids' names?
Alright, well,
There we go. There
what
you
we
go.
might do is we're going to head off now.
You must leave.
Okay, well, that's confirmation enough for us to go. We'll leave,
Good.
but you take care.
Very respectful.
You take care of yourself, okay?
We heard you from a mile away.
Yeah.
We heard the
How have you guys been going?
We're not really getting much in here. We're getting a bit through the spiritual, but nothing with the...
I think I'm going to have a lot of fun editing this.
Oh yeah, very much so.
It's going to be... We heard the most clearest...
attention.
We very much are.
Sorry, we'll be quiet.
See, I told you we
Oh.
don't get much in when the boys got here.
Yeah, the boys don't talk.
Significant.
Yeah.
Significantly talk a lot.
Yeah.
Prism not gone off at all.
No.
Nope, not once. Not even outside.
See, that's weird. When we were in here the first time, it went off.
Yeah, well, that's what we were
crazy.
saying. We were like,
The man attacks people.
Ah.
Stephen.
Just Stephen attack people?
I've had Stephen a few times already now. That's it.
That's the third time I've had Stephen.
maybe Stephen from Aradale.
Oh! I didn't even think of that.
Lights.
What? What? Are you going at what I said, or?
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Do you remember when I was doing my excuse method and I kept on getting the name Stephen come through and I was getting punched
Yeah.
or something was
Brown
grabbing me?
hair.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, in the men's ward.
So we have obviously the girls have come in here and set up a few devices that you can use. Feel free to use those devices. That one, that looks like a triangle. If you walk up to either side of that, it lights up green and red. And then there's a box.
Burial.
And then there's a coffin at the end toward the front door.
Coffin torture.
We got that outside.
I just said coffin.
He just said coffin.
We had
That's
that.
twice tonight. We've had coffin after you said coffin.
We're following
And
you.
we also, dude, had,
I just got we're following you.
yeah, and we've been talking about it all night. We think that someone's been following us since we got here.
Be cautious.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
You understand me?
Something just touched my arm.
Oh, being touched.
Why is it always me? I swear to God.
We've had a lot of stuff on our backs.
Yeah, when I was in the cottage, I
yeah.
had my back facing the fireplace and my neck was burning.
Nah,
Yeah, so we
I've
were-
had that here, in here, like it stopped as soon as you walked in, but we had tapping and rubbing on our backs in the cottage.
Yeah, in the cottage it was like someone going like,
There's something next to me.
I can't see anything.
Feel like there's something next to
One
me.
man here.
Oh,
Well,
what?
I mean, I don't know about.
Is that an entity saying one man here, as in like it's one male entity sitting next to him? Pretty weird. Yeah.
The other two.
I saw something
Ew.
real quick right next to you, man.
Yeah, I saw your reaction and I felt something on my right. There's glass reflective surfaces, but there's no mirror.
Boy, the prism's just gone off. Prism's
It's
just
me.
turned red.
Oh, that was good.
No way. I really hope that camera picked that up.
I just went
Dude. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Something just pinched my ass. I'm not even joking.
How's that? Something just pinched him on the butt after they were just talking about his butt being in the way of being able to see the prism, pyramid. Yeah, wow.
I'm sitting back down.
No, that's actually sick. Maybe it was the kids playing with you, man.
It could have been
That's not
Stephen.
funny.
Question: Did you?
No,
did you
that
bum get?
scared that scared the crap out of me.
You're okay.
I got the jump on camera.
Being touched is free.
No, it's my shoes.
There's another cat over your resting.
There's also two sensations that I know of when being touched. One is a direct touch like that, where you actually feel like a touch, and the other one is it feels like cobwebs. If you walk through a spider web and you get that, oh god, spider web. It feels like that, but there's no spider webs. It's very weird. But anyway, that's the two sensations that I know of.
Oh,
I haven't done.
I've got a really, really cool idea.
Yeah, and then I haven't.
There is a few rooms
Nine.
in here.
No.
Why don't we all sit in
How
each
many
room
rooms is
by
in here?
ourselves?
No, how many rooms is it in here?
1, 2,
7.
3, 4. Yes, 7.
I was gonna say because it
9.
just said
Yes,
9.
I
1,
will.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Body.
If there is 9
Because
rooms,
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that
My
would be
name is Margaret.
7, and then there's a room on
Oh,
that side and a
Margaret.
room on that side in there.
Yeah.
so there's 9.
There we go. Look at
Well, we
this. See?
just got a
Right there. Margaret was Thomas's sister-in-law. So this is all marrying up. Things too coincidental to be coincidental. You know what I mean? So,
confirm saying 9, and you literally were gonna say.
We
something
just got
about
Margaret
rooms.
again as well.
And Margaret was the name of one of the churnsides.
Was it?
We've had that
Understand.
in here twice now, and we had that in the cottage.
Whoa, fuck me!
Death.
Jesus
I'm dead.
Christ!
Jen,
What?
that was your.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
It was
It
your-
wasn't. It wasn't. That was down my shin, bro. So we just completed our episode at Werribee Park, and it was just by far one of the most craziest
Jayden.
experiences that we've ever had on this channel. If you're really liking the content that we are pushing out, give us a sub if you're really, really into it. Comment on what your favorite part was, or just give it a like to let us know that you actually are enjoying this stuff. As always, stay prepared to be scared. Peace.
okay, what we're going to do now is we're actually going to get Jayden from Paracult on, and he's going to have a bit of a recap with us about that investigation. Let's do it. Alright guys, we've got Jayden from Paracult with us right now. Jayden, how you going, mate?
I'm very good, mate. Happy New Year, guys. What we usually do when we go to an investigation is we try and do a walkthrough just to sort of acclimatise ourselves to the location and just get the feel of it. So we actually individually went into each part of this homestead because there's a lot of buildings on the site. So we went into there for about 5-10 minutes, just got a feel of it, and then we discussed what we're going to do and when we're going to do it, just individually when we split off. This was the first time that we used our equipment as well, our newer equipment, and we just wanted to give it a test run to see how it worked. And as soon as we got everything started, everything just amped up from there.
Yeah.
And it was just incredible to see. We weren't filming at this point. We just wanted to get a rough idea, and everything just sort of boosted up. Like, it was just so instantaneous and so quick that things started happening. And we were like, we're going to be in for a good night. And from there on out, me and my cameraman Bowley, we had a feeling that from our walkthrough and doing that sort of stuff, we had some sort of energy or specific spirit that was following us around the entire place, because everywhere that we went was active. But we were getting a lot of patternized activity that was very relatable to the last location that we were in, you know, like the footsteps and knocking and stuff like that. So we do feel like something was following us around that night for sure.
One thing I did notice too is that, like, that equipment you're using now, big shout out to Shannon from ThinkLab Industries Design.
We love you, Shannon.
Those footsteps you had at the start, what room was that you were in? You're in that...
We're in the men's quarters.
Yeah, that's it. And you could hear it clear as a bell. I'm using the headphones and everything, and you could hear it clear as a bell, these footsteps. It reminded me of the Diamantina, the ship that we were on.
Yeah, it was pretty hectic.
Yeah, solid.
Adjacent to the room that we were in was where the farmers would have slept, you know, and we had access to those rooms. We didn't go in there, but we left the doors open in case someone wanted to come out and have a chat with us. And when we heard that, even after we stopped filming, we were freaking out. We were like, there's no way, because we even, like, the guide that was there the night, he literally stayed in the one area, and he's like, I'm going to be in case you guys need us. All of us were split off. Nobody else was there with us at that time. So we even were like, is that someone else? That's got to be someone else. That's too clear. And then about 20 minutes later, the guide and Glenn walked in, and we asked them, we're like, were you walking around this area before? And they said, no, we've been staying in the same spot. We just decided to come get you now. And I'm like, that's not that, nah. We've been to a few locations where we've heard footsteps but the camera hasn't picked it up. And this was the first time that we got something audible.
Yeah.
And it was just the most incredible thing. You can see it on my face. I'm like, oh, no way. I was excited, but at the same time, I was like, I just can't believe it.
And someone or something thought you had a nice tushy, mate. Pinch, pinch, pinch.
I've been told numerous times this. Yeah, I get touched a lot on investigations, a lot, but we all do. You know, but for some reason, since Geelong, I think I've developed a little bit of PTSD if I do get touched now, because before Geelong, I was like, I just got touched and I'm okay. But since Geelong, that was a very aggressive touch, and now I tend to freak out more if it does happen. But I take it like a champ, you know. I'm not going to run away from it.
One thing I actually did like too was the girls getting involved in the cottage, you know, with the intelligent responses they were getting there, you know, and the K2 and the other, what was the other device? I couldn't quite see properly. Was that
it's called an EMF Rook, so it takes a lot for that to go off.
I couldn't see it properly, only because of my eyes, and I'm blind as a bat.
That's okay. We're looking for ghosts that are completely transparent. We can't see it.
Exactly right. But I loved how they were going off at the same time, simultaneously, you know, and that's a great double confirmation. They were both going off together.
I was very surprised when I saw the Rook go off, because we've only seen that go off maybe 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And when the K2 went off, you know that there's a huge spike in energy in that area, because it takes a lot for it to go off.
Regarding the investigation, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I really want to give you kudos to the respect that you've had. As a team, you have a lot of respect, and that is a big tick in my book, because you got to have respect. You know,
Yeah.
These people were once living, and you know, it's just how it is. You know, you just got to have respect. You know, yeah.
We treat them how we would like to be treated.
Exactly.
And it should be like that on any investigation. You know,
Yeah.
treat it with caution. You don't own that place. You're stepping into their territory. So the best thing that you can do is respect that area.
Exactly right.
And the more you respect the area, the more activity you're actually going to get. You know, so you're not asking something to do something on command. You're not begging it. You're just saying please and thank you, and you know, just saying thank you so much for putting effort into doing that, or only if you want to, could you try this?
Yeah.
You know, and we're explaining as to why we're doing it. We're there for no ill intention. We're there just to have a chat. For Paracult, we have a lot of stuff coming up in 2024. Some stuff that's going to be extremely exciting, but also extremely terrifying. We're not going to give you guys any sort of idea as to what that might be as of yet. But when it happens, you'll know. And when you know, you'll definitely know. It's going to be huge. It's going to be sick. Get excited for it. But Paracult's coming for 2024, 100%.
Jayden, I want to thank you very much for your time. And
My pleasure, bro.
Thank you very much. And for those that haven't subscribed to Paracult, please go down and check them out. The link's in the description. Give them a sub, give them a like, and watch their videos. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So these guys are up and coming, and mate, they're coming, all right? They're on their way. They're shooting up. So
we're coming hard.
They're coming in and they're coming hard. That was Jayden from Paracult. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video if you can. It'll help us out. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.